Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's your girl Jake. So happy, I'm excited to be back here. This evening, welcome to the Deal Maker Show. This is strictly for the Nollywood Deal Makers, and I have a fantastic guest show this evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can manage. I can hear you a bit.
Already seen. He's supposed to be a surprise, but you guys can see him already. He's Olanrewaju Oladipo, and he's popularly known as Dipsen. He's a Nollywood actor, and of course, fantastic person in the Nollywood. Good evening. Good to have you on the show.
Good evening. Thanks for having me. I'm humbled.
Okay, so let's delve straight into the interview so that we don't waste much time. Um, Dipson, tell us how your story began. Where did you start from? At what point did you think you were going to be an actor, and what inspired you?
um, I mean, like most people, I started at the church. You know, church dramas. Yeah, church dramas and everything. And there was this particular event where I was supposed to imitate my dad. And apparently, I did so well that I got a lot of positive remarks, and it got me thinking that, okay, there might be something here. Then I decided to, after school, that period where you're not sure of what to do with yourself, I decided to enroll in a film school, and got trained and certified as an actor. And since then,
Yes, I just unmuted. Tell us your first acting experience. When the major deal you did as an actor that made you feel like, wow, I'm in the industry now. Tell us about that experience.
um, but there's so many. But I think, yeah, it was just after my film training, my film school academy, and I think I was on set with Nasir Sime. Yeah, I was on set with Nasir Sime, and it was just, I was just amazed that, okay, yo, I'm actually here. I'm doing this right now. Like, these are the stars I watched, few years back when I was younger, and I'm actually right here working with them now. So it's just, I just feel fulfilled. It's a dream come true.
So tell us your weirdest audition experience that you had. One audition experience that you cannot forget about that you think we should hear about.
Weirdest. I mean, I would say weird. It's just, auditions comes with a lot of stress. I won't say weird. As an actor, you go for auditions, you expect anything, honestly. So I'll just say there have been auditions where I've gone for, arrived there like 5 a.m. and have to wait till like 8 p.m. and not even audition. Then have to come back the next day, same time again, and wait till like 5 or 6 in the evening before I even get a chance to audition, and eventually don't even end up getting the job, So there've been situations like that. So, but it's normal, it comes with the territory.
Gibson, when you decided to go into acting, did you get a parental support? Were your parents happy with that decision, or it was the other way around?
Actually, it was the other. Okay, I mean, African fathers now and their stress. So my dad wasn't a support. My mom obviously wasn't support. But he came for. I do stage play too, so he came and saw me on stage acting a role, and he was blown away. And since that moment, I know that moment changed his perspective. And since then, I've always had his prayer as a support. But early on, he was always insisting, oh, go for a professional course in school. I wanted to study theater arts, but I didn't study that because of, father influence and everything. But, I'm just happy I get to do what I truly love now.
Tell us the most challenging role you've ever done since you started acting. What was the most challenging role that you felt like this role was draining your blood, literally?
Okay. Um. Hmm. Most challenging role. Actually, my most challenging role was from a stage play and not screen. You know, it was a stage play where I was supposed to play this brother Shaggy type character. You know, with that uses jazz and how to recite incantations and everything. Yeah, so it was a lot. I really had to rehearse and rehearse. It was a lot. I think that was my most challenging role. But I mean, I did good. Got feedbacks. Got jobs off that. So
I must say, you're a very passionate actor. I see that every time you're interpreting a role, you put your all into it, apparently. How do you get into character? Do you have to take some NSC and you know what I'm saying?
no, it is. I mean, different strokes for different folks. Everybody has their own method. So I don't know. I won't say don't drink. I don't know what you do, right? But for me personally, I mean, after going through my script, I go over it like 4 5 times. I break down my characters into why, what, into what my character is saying, into what people are saying about my character. You know, try to find out the different emotions behind the lines. You know, then I lock myself up in a dark room. That's a very, yeah, it's a very important process for me. I lock myself because I mean some people like to work with the mirror. I do that, but sometimes I find that you tend to judge yourself with the mirror because you're seeing yourself. But in a dark room, you are bare. It's like a clean slate. You can create from scratch for me. So it's a very important part of my process.
To be honest, I know that. I see you a lot in Flora's kids. A lot. At a point, I thought you guys were like a husband and wife. So you need to clear the air. Is Flora your wife, your real life wife, or someone you're planning to marry?
No. Flora is not my wife. I'm not married, but she's a very close friend of mine. We went to the same film academy. Yeah, the same set. So since then, we've just been hustling this Nollywood streets together. You understand? Doing skits, doing videos, shooting, auditions, everything. So she's a very good friend of mine.
Okay, so, do you think that with the way skit makers are going in Nigeria, do you think that eventually that might push out the original, movie production in any way? Because now people are so, in love with short movies, short films, skits, and everything. Do you think that in the long run, short movies might take the place of our traditional Nollywood movies?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, skit making is different from filmmaking. I mean, it's under the umbrella, yeah, but it's totally different. As a skit maker, I mean, as an actor, I would advise get into skit making for the experience of it. Helps you get comfortable in front of a camera, helps you get into different characters. It's a very good avenue. But when it comes to filmmaking, there's a whole lot that goes into it. The budget, the planning, the locations, the the script, the story. You understand? And skit making is very important, but it's how will I say it? Where it will be very competitive is in the marketing industry. That's why I think skit making will be able to take over whatever has been in place in the marketing industry, but not in film. You understand? There's a whole lot when it comes to film.
Honestly, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Because it's just something that I hear people talking about, like how skit making is going far, making waves, and people are quicker to watch short movies. So I thought it's a question that I should ask you, and you should be able to answer me. We're actually talking about skit making, the visibility strategy into Nollywood today. That's what we're talking about. Do you think that skit making has helped a lot of talent to get easily recognized in the Nollywood industry? Because we've seen people that came into the industry via skit making. Do you think that it is helping people? Is it showcasing talents? Like, what do you think? Tell us a little bit about what you think.
I mean, of course. I mean, the reality of it is it has helped people. You understand? If we're gonna go professionally now, we know that some of these skit makers are not trained actors, so to say. They didn't originally start as actors, you know, and some of them just got into this thing for whatever reason. But I mean, they've been able to transition that into major roles in film. And we see that, okay, that's why I said as an actor, skit making is very, very good because it helps with your acting. It helps. You play different characters. So you see them playing major roles now and killing these roles. And whatever people used to say years back, like, oh, you're just a skit maker, you're not an actor, that don't stand now. You know, so I think it's a very, very good avenue to showcase yourself, you showcase your talent, you know, for producers and directors and break into Nollywood proper.
Okay, so tell us about the actors in Nigeria that you haven't worked with, but you love to work with. That if you're on set with them, it will make you excited and feel fulfilled. Tell us those actors.
I mean, no more Chidimoke, man. You know, Chidimoke, man. I want to work with that guy. Um, Gen V, you know, yeah. Um, Ramsey Noah. I've not worked with them, but these are people that I hope to work with. I want to work with um, um, what was her name now? Let's just move on. I'm forgetting her name now, but there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people.
All right, Dipsen, if you're not on set, what do you do? How do you have fun? Because sometimes it looks like your job, you actors, it's as if your job is enjoyment. So apart from being on set and making movies and all that, what do you do when you want to just have fun and chill?
Okay, so most days in the morning I go to the gym. I sing too. I'm a musician on the side, you know. So either I'm writing songs or I head to the studio, or I have a small food business, just small food business, you know, that I handle once in a while, like 3 times a week. So I do that too, and you know, either I go to the beach, go to a friend's place. I'm a very simple guy actually. I'm not complex, so I just like my peace and privacy, and you know, happy.
Are you looking into becoming a filmmaker, like doing your own movies? Is this something that we should expect from you?
Oh yes, yes, yes. I mean I'm very new to the industry on some level, you know, and I know for a fact that I don't have the experience or technical know-how to do these things right now. But in years to come, I assure you, it's something that I'm definitely planning along the line. You know, I want to get proper education, proper training for that, and you know, blow your minds away.
So our mind, we cannot wait. So, what do you like the most about your career as an actor? What do you like the most about being an actor?
What I like the most. I mean, the beautiful thing about acting is you get to be anybody you want to be. That's the beautiful thing. Growing up, you know, we had many dreams. Oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. You can't live all these lives in reality, but as an actor, you know, you get to experience these things, you know. Plus, the money, I mean, the money is everything. So,
I was actually going to ask you that. Is acting lucrative? Is it lucrative? Are you making money from acting, or it's just okay? You're going to get famous and everything. Would you say to somebody out there who comes to you and say, "Oh, I want to be an actor and make money from it"? Would you tell them they're on the right track?
so the thing is this, yeah, acting, it takes a lot of patience. And I've had people come to ask me that, and I usually tell them the blunt truth. Can I speak pidgin? You don't go make money, you immediately you go suffer. Because when I started, I mean, I did a lot of free jobs. A lot of jobs that you collect 2K, 3K, 4K. Yes, because we're just trying to look for a way to break out. We're trying to look for some sort of exposure. You understand? So you have to be prepared that you would, at least you won't see that money you're looking for. It's not, you get the fame before the money in acting. That's the way it usually works. Except you have connections and you come from a rich background or whatever, you know. But you have to know that you would go through that process, and it's always advisable for actors to always have a small side business on the side so you can support, yeah, you can support your career, because it won't come. And as far as you are good, you know, you are good, you're humble, you treat people with respect, eventually you will start seeing some growth eventually. So it's just, you just have to be patient. That's all.
Okay, so how do you handle your female fans that are coming at you back to back? How do you how do you handle them that you don't have any down? Give us the secret because it looks like there's a secret behind it.
Hey, me, you, I never blew like that. So I don't even get, I don't have this female fans. You know, I mean, of course, I've had a few like, hey, I love your acting, you're this, you're that. But I try to just not focus on all of that. You know, as an actor, you need to learn not to trivialize a lot of things and not lose focus. Because if you're getting into acting for that, feel free. But for me, you know, I just, and I'm a very simple guy. Just like I stay indoors most times, except my close friends. I like to hang out with close friends. When I'm around people, I'm just shy. So you probably won't have that opportunity to do all that with me.
Can't be no 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 no. Hey, hey. With all this ginger. It's okay, it's okay. I can understand that. You know, there are some people that they are shy when they're out there when they're not working. But when they're working, they have all the confidence, all the panache and everything. You're one of those people. Anyways, I can see it's getting a little bit dark where you are, but we must move on. So the Nigerian movie industry has grown in the past few years. There has been a transformation and metamorphosis from when it was what it was like in the days of when, you know, Genevieve was very popular. You know, there were new actors at the time. Till now, what would you say about the growth in the Nigerian industry? Is it a sporadic one or is it a slow growth? Is the Nollywood industry really growing at a good rate?
I mean, many years ago, we would have said the growth was slow because we're not getting a lot of recognition like we would have wanted. But now, with the advancement of technology, social media, I mean, the industry is growing at an alarming rate. We have many big companies. We have Showmax, we have Netflix, we have Prime, you know, trying to invest in the industry. We have quality jobs coming out now. Like, I wish I could appear in all of them. Because we're doing a lot of good work right now. I mean, kudos to the industry. Kudos to the industry. It's not easy.
Okay, so you're going to have to tell us what project you're working on right now, what we should expect from you, the movies that we should look out for, and then before I ask you the last two questions.
Currently, I'm on a show called Love and Light, produced by African Magic Stories Untold. It's airing on African Magic Showcase Mondays, Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. And it's currently on Showmax right now. And you should expect to see me in Kemi Adetiba's latest production. You know, not a big role, but I mean, bragging rights. Then I have a major job coming up that was supposed to start shoot for next week. I'm not allowed to say much about it, but I mean, in the coming months or years, I don't know what their plan is. I'm sure you're gonna hear about it. You know, it's a big job, big, big.
That's what we want to hear. Big, big projects, left, right, and center. That's what we wish you. Okay, so there are young people out there that wants to go into acting like you are right now. Most people that are successful, they like to deny. Like you said now, when I asked you about your female fans, hey, I'm not that popular and everything. But you're there and you're doing extremely well, and we're proud of you. So tell us, give somebody out there an advice, even if it's not a young person, someone who just wants to, who is passionate about acting, because like you said, you can't go into acting if you're not passionate, you will tire, right? So tell somebody out there that is looking up to you, that sees you, that you inspire every day when they see your work, the kind of advice you would give them if they're coming into this industry. What would keep them going? Please tell us about that.
Okay. Apologies for the daylight. Yeah. So what I would say, what I would say, hey, okay. I think I have lights now. Would you give me a few seconds? Let me just put it up. Yeah. Please just give me a few seconds. Let me just set up my lights. Hey. Okay. Hi. Can you see me now?
Okay, welcome back.
Hey.
Welcome back. I can I can see there's lights now. Okay, we'll still do our final question, which is tell us, give somebody advice. Anybody that is watching this show right now and wants to be an actor or an actress or wants to go into filmmaking, what is that thing you're going to tell them that will keep them going and make them a success eventually?
I mean, of course, the most cliche thing, passion. You have to have the passion. We've established that. In the industry, integrity matters. Integrity matters. In as much as you get calls for auditions and everything, I think one of the most effective ways you can get jobs in the industry is by word of mouth. And you get good representation when you've presented yourself properly. You understand? You treat people with respect on set. Don't act like a snob. Don't act like a diva. Don't act like you're. I mean, you're an actor. They are paying you. They are your bosses. So respect yourself. It's a job. Behave properly. Get your lines. Do the job. And from there you start getting ready. I mean, it has worked for me. It's what I actually make it a duty to make sure I leave my producers, my directors pleased with my job after every project. You understand? So that whenever they talk with their friends, whoever is looking for an actor, whenever my name comes up, I only have good things being said about me. So it's important. Integrity matters.
Okay, guys, you've heard it from Dipsen. He said integrity matters, and you have to don't be a snob, don't be a diva when you're on set. For me, I'm the freshest girl. Yes, we know you're fresh, but you don't gotta prove yourself. You just be humble, flow with everybody because it gives you an edge. People will mention your name even if you're not there because your character would speak for you guys. Thank you for being a part of today's Nollywood Dealmaker show. I've been talking to a fantastic, fantastic actor. And before you go, Dipsen, please tell our watch the people watching us and our listeners your social media platforms where people can follow you and follow your project and be on the know of everything that you're doing.
I mean, I'm mostly on Instagram, so my Instagram handle is underscore Oladipo underscore. Just to reiterate, if you didn't get it before, my full name is Olanrewaju Oladipo. My AKA is Dipsen. So my handle is underscore Oladipo underscore. Same handle on TikTok, so you can catch some of my small vibes there.
Thank you so much, Dipsy, for coming on the show. It's been a tough time bringing you on the show. I do not take it for granted. We've enjoyed talking to you. So, guys, thank you for joining us. My name still remains JK. You can follow me on Instagram, JK underscore OAP, JKAY underscore OAP, which stands for On Air Personality. You're watching this from inside Nollywood. We bring you everything Nollywood on this platform. Thank you for joining us. Remember to join us next time on Nollywood Dealmakers Show. Thank you guys. Thank you, Dipsy. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye.
Bye.